This is ABC7 News at 11, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Good evening, I'm Haley Wilgus. Thank you for joining us tonight. Our top story this evening, investigators are still trying to figure out what led to the shooting death of a man in the parking lot of a Bradenton business. It happened before 2 o'clock this afternoon on Tamiami Trail near the airport. And that's where we find ABC7's Rick Adams live tonight with the latest on the investigation there. Rick.
Yeah, Haley, things have really quieted down here, but earlier today, it was a whole other story. An ordinary Thursday afternoon turned tragic. The Manatee County Sheriff's Office received reports of shots being fired. When deputies arrived on the scene, they discovered 32-year-old Melchizedek Bentoncourt dead in this car in the parking lot of a limo business. The owner of the business was out on a call when the shooting took place. He tells us that he's shocked this happened on his property.
I don't know the people. They don't know me. They don't work for me. They don't work with me. It's completely random. And they caught the guy, so that's good.
We're being told 36-year-old Carrie Lee Sanderson was arrested a short time after the shooting, a few blocks away outside of the Bearded Clam restaurant. Sanderson is being charged with murder.
The person who shot the person, they knew one another. Well, we assume they did, and we're being told they did. And there was some sort of a disagreement.
The Manatee County Sheriff's Office says they are continuing with this investigation.
We found some evidence. We're not going to get into what exactly we found here, but we have found some evidence that will help us in this case.
And tonight, Sanderson does remain behind bars in the Manatee County Jail. Reporting live from Bradenton this evening, I'm Rick Adams. Haley, back to you.
Thank you, Rick. Many drivers heading southbound on I-75 this afternoon may have experienced delays after a major crash involving 4 vehicles. It happened around 1 o'clock this afternoon at the I-75 and I-275 junction. The Florida Highway Patrol reporting that the collision occurred when a driver lost control of his or her vehicle and crossed the median between I-275 and I-75. That driver colliding into the front of a freight truck. That truck then hitting another vehicle, which also hit a 4th vehicle. Surprisingly, there was only 1 person injured, and that person only sustained minor injuries. The initial driver is being cited for careless driving. And remember, you can find out about important road closures, crashes instantly on your phone. All you have to do is download the My Suncoast app. You'll get traffic alerts, important news updates, and weather forecasts delivered directly to your phone. And now we're going to head over to Bob and get a check on our forecast.
And people are noticing it now, Haley. Heat. It's really hot at this hour right now. It feels like temperature 87 degrees. It's 81, and we have some clouds around, some dew point temperature up there at 75 degrees. Winds are out of the east at 6. The pressure 3018. That's high, and that continues to rise right now. Temperatures across the area near the coast, low 80s now. Cortez at 82. Venice, you're at 82 degrees. The water temperature 88 degrees. 82 in Punta Gorda. Arcadia now at 80 degrees, and 77 in Wauchula, Mayaca City. You're at 80. Some showers cooling things down over the northern part of the state right now, and most of the rain here is gone. We're not anticipating anything too much overnight. A sprinkle here and there, not out of the question, but the heavier showers, which have been going on all day long to the north of us, will stay there as that frontal boundary continues to work its way to the north. Well, what we have is a lot of dry air slowly encroaching the state now. You can see it moving in from the Bahamas and then stretching right into South Florida. That will continue to move this moisture out of here, and it looks like we're in for a pretty quiet day tomorrow. Friday, things looking sunny for the most part, and little chance for rain. More in your weather forecast and an update on the tropics. 2 systems getting a little bit better organized. Details on that in a few minutes. Back to you, Haley.
Thank you, Bob. The Russia investigation is not far from Donald Trump's mind. The president mentioned the probe several times during a boisterous campaign rally in West Virginia as a big announcement is made. ABC's Brian Milkey has more.
President Trump soaking in the cheers at his West Virginia campaign appearance before heading off to a 17-day vacation at his private golf club in New Jersey.
Your dreams are my dreams. Your hopes are my hopes.
The night's big announcement from West Virginia's governor, Jim Justice, switching political parties.
I will be changing my registration to Republican.
At the same time, exhorting the crowd to dismiss the Russia probe.
Have we not heard enough about the Russians?
But the investigation into Russia's alleged interference in last year's presidential election and possible collusion with Trump associates, it kept popping up.
We didn't win because of Russia. We won because of you. That I can tell you.
And the probe now entering a new phase. The Wall Street Journal reports that Special Counsel Robert Mueller has been using an impaneled federal grand jury for weeks. The panels are used by prosecutors to compel institutions and people to hand over documents. The president's personal lawyer on Fox insisting there is still no indication the president himself is a target.
But with respect to the impaneling of the grand jury, we have no reason to believe that the president's under investigation here.
The White House has denounced the investigation as a witch hunt, but says they are, quote, fully committed to cooperating with the special counsel. Brad Milkey, ABC News, New York.
An area mom is facing multiple felony charges tonight after police say she stole thousands of dollars from Sarasota's Southside Elementary School parent-teacher organization. Tiffany Donovan, who was a volunteer of the PTO, was arrested and then released on bail after investigators found that 11 checks were written to the PEO. They had been signed by Donovan and then deposited into her account, the sum totaling $7,325.
It was shocking and very sad. We'd hoped the outcome would be different and that there was just a bookkeeping error.
Donovan did not respond to our request for a comment and has been banned from volunteering within the Sarasota County School District pending the outcome of this investigation. As the start of a new school year approaches, districts are still unclear how to handle medical marijuana on school grounds. The reason, Florida's state laws and federal laws contradict one another, calling into question whether a parent or school official would administer the drug, while also calling into question the federal law that deems school zones to be drug-free zones. As for what the Manatee County School District plans to do about the issue, they say it's something that will need to be clarified as for this school year.
It would be on a case-by-case basis. But legally, at this point in time, there is a conflict, so the district is looking to the Department of Education for guidance, as well as other districts throughout the state of Florida.
It's possible that lawmakers will look at the issue during the next session. However, as far as school policy is confirmed, if districts decided to change anything, it would take at least a month legally until anything could be implemented. Speaking of back to school, get ready to save some money if you go shopping. The 3-day back to school sales tax kicks off tomorrow. Sales tax holiday, that is, and items such as clothing, shoes, and school supplies. $60 and under will be exempt from sales taxes. The supplies actually need to be $15 and under each individual one. The tax holiday is expected to save families more than $33 million, with retailers adding their own sales to help bring even more families in. The sales tax holiday ends this Sunday, August 6th. Ever wondered about how much people throw away in the trash that could really be recycled? Well, the Sarasota County government does and decided to test the trash bins at Bayfront Park. The results, well, with 49% of contents, nearly half being recyclable. That includes plastic bottles, soda cans, paper, and plastic bags. The info gained from today's experiment will be used to explore the possibility of launching a pilot program educating park users about recycling. Who will lead the pack? The Southeastern Guide Dogs organization is now accepting your votes for your favorite dog sculpture. The sculptures parading around Sarasota, Tampa, and St. Petersburg. They represent different local businesses, organizations, and places. With $1 per vote when you choose your favorite pooch, the money goes towards Southeastern Guide Dogs and their mission to support the real superhero service dogs. To cast your vote, you can visit superheroesonparade.dog. Voting ends on September 29th. Straight ahead, Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan will be back with the official Suncoast forecast. Plus, a decade-old kidnapping case in the spotlight. A Florida woman accused of stealing and then raising a baby girl as her own daughter is now issuing a plea. And a popular spot for Florida tourists evacuated after strong winds rip into a nearby structure.
Everybody can make something, because I think everyone has a spark of creativity, and the reason that I have to keep making is because I don't think my life would be as fulfilling without it. If you make things yourself, that means you're not cowering in fear. You're out there taking chances. That, I think, is my way of saying I love you to the world. All right, now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Credit card debt can ruin your life. If you owe $10,000 and minimum payments are siphoning away your paycheck each month, you can get debt-free in less time than you think.
I've paid $800 a month for the past 3 years and haven't changed the balance on my credit card.
Get debt-free now has a program to reduce your debt, stop the harassing phone calls, avoid financial ruin, and settle for less than you owe.
I feel like a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders.
You're pre-approved for our special hardship program if you owe $10,000 or more. Upon payment of your new lower balance, your debt will finally shrink until you are debt-free.
My family no longer has 30 years of payments ahead of us at 20% interest.
There's no fees until you see results. So call now, make one monthly program payment, and free up your cash. Resolve your debt.
Call 800-685-6422, 800-685-6422.
My name is Luke Perry, and I am 1 million strong. I'm in the fight against colorectal cancer because I believe we can win it. Colon and rectal cancers are the second leading cause of cancer deaths among men and women in the U.S. Colon cancer is preventable. Know the risk factors and make sure to get screened. There are simple, take-home options available. Take control of your health. Screening for colon cancer isn't embarrassing. It can be life-saving. To find out more about your options, visit fightcrc.org.
ABC7, your official Florida lottery station for the Suncoast.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Bob, it was a hot day. Not too bad of a night, though. I mean, it was still a little bit steamy out there, but I feel like it cooled off just a little.
It was a nice day, though, for the most part. Sunshine, lots of it. I was out at Anna Maria. Perfect. I will a little more on that in the fishing segment.
Yep.
And then some showers moved in later today, but not many at all. I think there'll be more coming back into play by the weekend. Viewer photos. William sending this one in. A nice shot from Bee Ridge and Honore this one. This was a sunrise, not a sunset. Been getting a lot of those in lately and appreciate the photos. And Casey Key sunset. Well, he didn't see much of it as a result of, again, that's actually the Van Wezel webcam showing a lot of clouds around this evening. Most of the clouds not bringing a lot of rainfall. You can see the rain to the north of us now. That frontal boundary still hanging on. Unusual, again, to see it here. At this, still at this level, this is mainly a trough of low pressure, if you will, but trough has been very active. Lots of rain moving into the north of us there, but not much rain going on here, and it should stay that way. As I mentioned, there's a chance for a sprinkler or two. Rainfall total is pretty impressive to the north in the northern Gulf of Mexico, over 6 inches there, and heavier amounts into the Big Bend area, up to 2 to 3 inches of rainfall than we saw here. 81 degrees right now. Still some clouds around. The dew point temperature at 76. We have an east wind at 6. And that may be the reason why it feels a little bit nicer out there. The east wind, the barometer way up there too, 30-18. That continues to rise, and it will build in and bring some dry air in place tomorrow. So our rain chances are really quite low. 91 degrees the high today. That was 1 degree above the average of 90 and 98 the record. This morning's low was right at the average at 75 degrees. And no rainfall to report for today. And for the month and year, we're doing pretty good, just a little bit below average on both fronts. And as far as temperatures go, mid-70s in Jacksonville, Orlando, 10 degrees warmer, though, or at least 11 degrees warmer in Miami. And Key West now at 86 degrees. Forecast tomorrow calling for mostly sunny skies, a mixture of sun and clouds by midday. High temperature, low 90s. Heat index, yeah, we're talking about maybe 100 tomorrow. Not quite as hot as it was today. Tropical satellite imagery. Well, I told you this earlier. We're watching 2 areas now. And just at earlier today at around 4 o'clock, this one had about a 60% chance of developing in the next 5 days. Well, that has now changed, and we're starting to see what looks like a fairly significant system developing here in the next 5 days. And then this one in the eastern portion of the Caribbean, although not looking too impressive tonight, the chances on it have increased too from the National Hurricane Center. So disturbance number 2, the closest one to us, has a 40% chance of developing the next 5 days. And now this one at an 80% chance of developing and looks to be pretty healthy already. Where they're going to go, well, it looks like this one's going to stay on this westerly course through the next 5 days, and by Tuesday be just to the east of the islands there. And then this one, as a result of the high pressure building over the top of us, it will kind of follow around that high and stay to our south. That's what it looks like now, but I still urge you to check out our website at mysuncoast.com and get your hurricane supply kit and hurricane information right there. And get ready. August and September, big months typically. Well, that front kind of hangs to the north of us tomorrow. The dry air moves in, clears things out, lots of sunshine. A few isolated showers, a 10% chance for, looks like Friday. Saturday, a little bit more moisture coming back into play, so a better chance for some scattered showers, but mainly inland, the focus in the afternoon and evening with that west wind. Well, for boaters tomorrow, it looks like this. So we will see a light chop out there, less than 2-foot seas, really, and looks like southeast winds turn to the southwest. 88-degree water temperature, we saw that earlier. And the forecast tides, upcoming high tide will be at 12:50 and a low tide will be at 4:43. Scattered showers and an isolated thunderstorm mainly to the north and out into the Gulf. And then as far as the forecast goes tomorrow, we are looking for partly cloudy skies, a 10% chance, a high near 90. Not much of a chance for rain there. And the extended forecast does call for a little bit better chance for showers and storm. They're moving over the weekend and throughout the work week next week. Well, Emily got the best of us this week, so I couldn't get out in the waters, but I went to one of my favorite places on Anna Marie Island. Here's more.
The pier has been here for over 100 years, and it's one of Florida's finest. People from all over the world have made the trek out here to fish, eat, or just take the 700-foot walk to see the beautiful sights. Gloria, who's made an appearance on the show before, was calling it a day after catching a few earlier.
I caught one mangrove snapper, one mackerel keeper.
She's usually here nearly every day beginning at 6 a.m. and she usually catches the most. She was so nice, she even found time to help this angler from Wales to catch some bait as he was just starting to fish. This place just puts you in a good mood. It's a real peaceful place where people from all around the world come to relax and, yes, fish, like this family from Scotland was doing.
That's why we're here. It's one of the reasons why we're here, and they waited all year to come back, and they love it. Yeah. They love it, and even if they don't catch anything, they still love it. Love it more when they catch something, of course, but...
While they came from across the Atlantic, these two only had to cross the state from Jacksonville to spend some quality time together, catch some fish, and perhaps memories. If you head out here, make sure you stop by the refreshment center and say hi to Brian Blaine, who will rent you a rod for $3 an hour and give you some fishing tips and perhaps pour you a cold one.
There's nothing to know. Fish straight down. Fish straight down because the fish like the structure of the pier.
It's not always about catching, but catching up with the ones you love. By the way, the whole time I was out there, I did not see one cell phone being used. As the saying goes, remember, take a kid fishing, because someday they may take you.
Even on a hot summer day, they were out there enjoying fishing. A lot of families out there as well. Well, as far as pictures go, they were there, but now they've seemed to have disappeared. But we'll try to get back to them here. Maybe if I can push one more button, well, we'll get those tomorrow. We'll show them. Has some good snook still being caught
out there. Or if we have
there.
time at the end of the show,
yeah,
pull them
up. Out there at Longboat Key, Steve Herrick with some big snook.
He does great out there at those beach fishing.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. All right. Thank you, Bob. A follow-up now on a decade-old kidnapping case. A woman facing trial for kidnapping a newborn 19 years ago wants more time to work with prosecutors on a resolution. Gloria Williams appeared at a hearing today in a Jacksonville courtroom. Williams is set to go on trial in November for snatching Kamaya Mobley from the hospital just hours after she was born. The 51-year-old woman allegedly raised Kamaya as her own daughter and named her Alexis Mangino. Williams' attorney told the judge that he needs more time to negotiate a plea agreement with prosecutors. Anonymous tips led investigators to Williams and Mobley in January. 3 people were hurt tonight when strong winds damaged a Florida pier. Part of the roof was ripped off. This was at a restaurant on the Cocoa Beach Pier. Officials evacuated the area. 3 people were injured, but they were minor injuries. They were able to be treated at the scene. According to the National Weather Service, the incident was caused by a microburst of strong weather with winds recorded at 50 to 60 miles per hour. Sports is next, but first, here's Jimmy Kimmel.
We made a new show tonight, and here's proof. This is really like a Tinder. You saw a picture.
I did.
You said,
I like that. You swipe whatever way you swipe for that. Exactly. And next thing you know, you guys made a movie together.
Now's the perfect time to work with California Closets. During our Shades of White event, save up to 20% on our beautiful white finishes for any space in your home. Contact us today for your free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Attention, Americans eligible for Medicare. Are you getting all the benefits you're entitled to? Did you know there may be money available to lower your medical prescription costs? Call Health Markets and we'll tell you if you qualify.
Hi, I'm Dr. Martin Jeetsi. It's a new Medicare year. That means more changes and more confusion. The key question is, what can you do now to ensure you get the care you need in the coming year?
Call Health Markets today. You may qualify to save money on prescriptions. We'll help you find plans that may cost less, cover more, and could even lower your prescription costs to increase your savings. We help you find all the benefits you're entitled to, and we do it at no cost.
Make sure you have what you need to get the care that's right for you.
Find out if you qualify to receive extra help with your prescriptions. Call the number on the screen now. Representatives are standing by.
Consumer Cellular makes it easy to stay in touch with family and stay within our budget.
Now our cell phone bill is only a fraction of what it used to be.
Our average customers get everything they need for about $25 a month, and plans start at only $10 a month with no contracts.
Consumer Cellular has a great choice of phones. Check out my new one. I picked this simple phone.
I use my son's old smartphone. Kept my number, too.
Consumer Cellular has been an approved AARP provider since 2008, and members get exclusive discounts.
It's a good thing Consumer Cellular is always there, because sometimes I need a little help.
Sometimes. We're proud to have received the J.D. Power Award for highest customer service among non-contract wireless providers.
Over the years, we've seen a lot of change. We actually use change.
Luckily, there are some things we can still afford.
Like Consumer Cellular.
Stop paying too much for wireless service. Switch now, and for a limited time, get a $20 credit on any new line of service. Call 1-800-920-3084. Go online or visit a Target store today.
From meeting curious lemurs to feeding big cats and hosing down rhinos, there's never a dull moment. And sometimes these amazing animals chime in.
Watch Animal Outtakes every week on ABC7.
Now's the perfect time to work with California Closets. During our Shades of White event, save up to 20% on our beautiful white finishes for any space in your home. Contact us today for your free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
Now, sports.
A possible change in quarterbacks may be on the horizon for the Miami Dolphins after quarterback Ryan Tannehill left practice due to a knee injury tonight. Team officials say his left knee appeared to buckle on a scramble and he fell without being hit. He was accompanied off the field by trainers, but there was no immediate word on his status after practice.
I mean, anybody who see their quarterback go down, you think for the worst. But like I said, he's in all of our prayers, and we hope he's back on the field.
Tannehill missed last season's final 4 games, including a playoff loss at Pittsburgh after spraining 2 ligaments in his left knee. He decided against surgery and took part in off-season drills with a brace. The Tampa Bay Rays playing the Houston Astros again tonight at Minute Maid Park. The team looking for another win after their shutout victory against the Astros last night. But it's the Astros who are first on the board tonight in the first inning. The Rays, though, pull ahead in the 7th. The score right now in the 9th inning, 5-3 Rays lead. The first unofficial game of the season is here. The Dallas Cowboys taking on the Arizona Cardinals in the 2017 NFL Hall of Fame tonight game at Tom Benson Stadium. In the first quarter, second goal from the Dallas 5-yard line. Kerwin Williams takes the handoff, bounces it wide to left, and dives across the goal line for a 5-yard touchdown. That's the first touchdown of the 2017 preseason. The final score of this game, 20-18, Cowboys win. That's a look at sports. We'll have our lotto numbers right after this.
Now's the perfect time to work with California Closets. During our Shades of White event, save up to 20% on our beautiful white finishes for any space in your home. Contact us today for your free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
Being the caregiver for someone you love is truly a blessing. But sometimes you can lose a part of yourself. To be your best, for them and for you, it's important to have time to be able to recharge your batteries. When you call Tidewell Hospice, they can give you a chance to do just that, and with the peace of mind of knowing your loved one is in the very best hands. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
If you're thinking about replacing your windows, what matters most to you? We found what matters is high performance. Our customers want energy-efficient windows built for Florida weather. Windows that can stand everything from scorching sun to hurricanes. Our customers want windows that reflect their life, their lifestyle. Windows that will last a lifetime. We listen to our customers, and as a result, we're growing. So if you're looking to replace your windows, stop here at New South Windows.
Buy more, save more. Volume discounts on 4 or more windows.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
This is an important medical announcement. Bard IVC filters have been linked to punctured veins and problems with migration. Anyone who's received a Bard IVC filter must receive medical monitoring and may be entitled to substantial compensation. If you have the Bard Recovery G2 or G2 Express filter, you are in a class of patients who should be compensated for some expenses. Call now for a free assessment of your case and potential money damages. This call is confidential. There's no cost and you may be eligible. Juries have awarded millions of dollars to people who should have been warned about the risks of the Bard IVC filters. Call the IVC Filter Hotline if you or a loved one has received an IVC filter and experienced a vein puncture or required medical monitoring. You must call now.
Call 800-329-3089. 800-329-3089.
ABC7, your official Florida lottery station for the Suncoast.
Now's the perfect time to work with California Closets. During our Shades of White event, save up to 20% on our beautiful white finishes for any space in your home. Contact us today for your free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
The Florida Lottery winning numbers are sponsored by Frontier Fios.
Police say Justin Bieber will not be charged for accidentally hitting a celebrity photographer with his pickup truck last month. Investigators determined there were no violations by either Bieber or the photographer. No citations will be issued. Police have said Bieber was cooperative after the incident. We don't have the video here, but he did stop and get out and help the guy and see if he was okay. It occurred just days after Bieber had canceled his Purpose World Tour before wrapping it up with several performances in Asia. The singer wrote a lengthy Instagram post tonight saying he was grateful to his fans, but also wanted his life and career to be sustainable. It's not exactly bath time, but there are thousands of rubber ducks floating down the Chicago River. As you see here, the army of yellow birds being dumped into the water for Chicago's 12th annual Windy City Rubber Ducky Derby. About 60,000 rubber ducklings plummeted into the river, racing toward the finish line. The Derby benefits the Special Olympics of Illinois, so a fantastic cause. Lots of fun. Look at that. That is...
Someone's excited.
Someone is really excited.
They're pulling for their duck to make it across, I guess.
I guess. I like their sunglasses.
Yeah.
That's appropriate. That's very cute. And that's fun. It's interactive. And I can see that. I was thinking, well, what if they escape and then they get polluted in the water, but as you can see, they have those bumpers,
yeah.
so they're just slowly moving down. But that's great. That's a fun event.
Reminds me of the song Rubber Ducky, but I won't sing it.
Ducky,
That's it. We are looking at the fishing photos right now.
Yes, now we got
There we go. There
got
it
him
is.
up and
Beach
running.
Fishing Adventures. This guy's name, Orlando, catching a snook. And this was 2 days before Emily moved through. And you can see the sky's looking nice. And usually they do start to bite a lot. Fish are a little bit more active prior to the storm.
Okay.
Here's Matthew with another big snook. They all had to take him and throw him back. This Steve Herrick calls a snelfie. It's a selfie and a snook. Snelfie.
That's the perfect name for it. Very
Pretty
creative.
good, yeah.
Snelfie.
Right.
Okay. We'll have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.